Hello, everybody. Just responding to this week's discussion about communication and conflict. So, it talks about posting a video of a time when you were involved in a conflict. So I've just got basic answers that I've experienced over and over that really have provided the foundation for me to learn from to so many other things I've encountered. So I've had just an example of I used to work at Lowe's, worked there for a year and a half, and I had a problem with my manager about my schedule. I had given him the dates. It was my first year of seminary. I could work certain days or certain dates that I couldn't work. And I had gone up and clearly communicated my schedule with my boss, but then he would come back and still schedule me on days that I was not going to be there. I was not going to be at work. And you can imagine just the problems that arose from that. And so I would say the lack of communication was on his end. I had went and communicated and clearly told him these are the dates that I can work and these are the dates that I can't work. But he would yet still schedule me. He would tell me that he forgot or something like that. And so I guess looking on that, what I could have done is gone and talked to his boss. But yet at the time, I never did that. So that would probably be something to clear that up. Would have been to go and talk to my supervisor, go and talk to his boss and tell him my problem, which eventually I ended up doing. But at first I didn't do that. And it was because I didn't do that I had so many problems with my manager. As a result of that, I ended up just turning into a really bad relationship to where we just didn't get along. We didn't really like each other. And it was just a weird thing. So I could have gone above him and gone to my manager, which I did. I eventually did, but I probably could have gone sooner and tried to clear that up. Either way, I communicated clearly to my boss, yet my boss did not communicate clearly to me. And so as a response, I could have gone up above to his manager. Another example that I had is of a coworker. Clearly at Lowe's again. I'm sorry guys, I had some rough experiences at Lowe's. But you gotta do what you gotta do while you're in school. So I was working at Lowe's and I had a coworker who just did not get along with me, that did not like who I was, just for whatever reason, just one of those instances that happens sometimes. And so he ended up sending me, I woke up very early in the morning to a very long text from him, telling me all the things that I'm doing wrong, just how many different ways that I could do it right. And so what I ended up doing, my communication back to him was I sent a book-long text message back to him, responding back to his message, standing up for myself. And then after that, I saw him at work. We never said anything to each other again. It was very awkward, very weird. And so I would say I was wrong in that area as well. Now I stood up for myself and just moved on in my life. I didn't have time for all the drama. So I don't really see much that I did wrong there at all, except my communication method. Instead of responding back to text, going down low where he was on his level, I should have just waited and spoken to him at work. Or even on top of that, I could have just given him a phone call and explained and talked to him about the long text that he had sent to me complaining. That probably would have been more of a mature thing to do for me to, looking back, for me to give him a phone call or to talk to him in person about it, rather than just sending a text message back and then when I saw him at work, never saying anything. That would have been way more of a mature, way more of a godlier thing to do, a Christ-like thing to do for my communication in regards to that. So those are just a couple of my instances. I've learned from them. They're basic, simple things, but I've encountered over and over, and I'm sure I will continue to encounter in this life that I have learned from. And so just wanted to share that with you guys to respond back to this. All right, I look forward to hearing back from everybody else's posts. Thanks. Bye.